love got a hold of me, since your love got a hold of me, I'm a new creation, I'm forever changed. Since your love got a hold of me, since your love got a hold of me, I'm a new creation, I'm forever changed. Since your love got a hold of me, since your love got a hold of me, I'm a new creation, I'm forever changed. Since your love got a hold of me, since your love got a hold of me, I'm a new creation, I'm forever changed, forever changed, Lord.
The town of Pontypridd is also well known for coal. The local Albion colliery experienced the second worst colliery disaster in Welsh history. 290 men and boys and 123 horses were killed in an accident back in 1894. Then, as in many times since, the people turned to any one of the dozens of chapels in the area for comfort, strength and peace.
Now may the peace of the Lord be with you, be with you. Now may the peace of the Lord be with you, be with you. Now and always. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. And may God's face shine upon you. Oh, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. And may God's face shine upon you always and give you peace. And give you peace.
As Alan said earlier, chapel buildings stand as a prominent, visible statement of the role the Christian faith has played in this community. One man is especially inspired by these fine structures and what they represent. A teacher in a comprehensive school by day, Carl Davis is one of the best-selling contemporary Welsh artists. His work is constantly on exhibition. Why are traditional Welsh chapel buildings so prominent in your work?
What I found was they punctuate the scenes that I'm drawing. So I was finding I was drawing row upon row of terraced houses and I needed a focal point. So my first start was putting these larger buildings in to create a focal point within my compositions. But then I started looking into it more. You realise that that's why they were there in the first place, they're a focal point of the community. And that's what got me drawing. Walking back and forth on the way to work, particularly in the evenings, wintry evenings, when you walk past a chapel, is very atmospheric. It's something when you see the lights on a dark evening, it's something you're drawn to. You can hear the singing, or you can see the people coming in and out. It's something you just want to take part in. So that sense of belonging, it'd be nice to get more of that back.
And why do you think in the Valley communities the chapel is so important to the fabric of the community?
Because it was a central source of bringing people together, where they could not only just share their faith, but also meet up with all different generations, check up on one another. If they weren't there, someone would go and knock the door maybe and make sure they're all right. There's always going to be a reminder of how close we've been and how close we continue to be.
Often
Often people buy the chapels not just because of the composition, the colour, or where it is. They'll buy it because of the atmosphere and the feeling it gives them. It's some kind of emotional response they have towards it.
Unusually, Carl creates his works of art in his garage.
This isn't what I expected.
Not at all, and you're not the first person to say that either. But this is where the magic happens, really, and it's an ideal atmosphere just to bring out some beauty from what is really essentially quite a dark, run-down building. In the winter, this door doesn't shut, so you get the gale and the rain coming through here. You can hear the rain on the roof. It's like an environment in itself. It's like inside, outside. It's not for everyone, but it's where I feel at my most creative. The things about the chapels that I love is that they were made with the local people's hands. You know, they kitted together. They might have all pooled their money and resources together to build these places. Then they worship there, then they get married there, then they take the kids there. What more could you want?